16th of August 2023. Welcome to Dalsan TV, 16th of August 2023. Welcome to Dalsan TV, Somalia's #1 premier station for news and updates. I'm your presenter Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have a number of stories lined up for you, but first let's take a look at the ones that are making more headlines. 5 Al-Shabaab fighters killed in a joint operation in central Somalia. Somalia Army Chief cast doubt on frontline countries' participation in the second phase of anti-Al-Shabaab operations. Somali Member of Parliament detained overnight in Mandera on false identity charges. President Mahmoud declares success in the first phase of the war against Al-Shabaab, liberating parts of Galmudug and Hirshabelle, it says. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. At least 5 Al-Shabaab fighters have been killed and dozens more wounded during a joint military operation conducted by the Somali National Army and the United States Forces in central Somalia. The operation, which was supported by the US military, took place in a remote area located approximately 35 kilometers south of Gal'ad town in the Galgudud region.
At least 5 Al-Shabaab fighters have been killed and dozens more wounded during a joint military operation conducted by Somali and US forces in central Somalia. The operation, which was supported by the US military, took place in a remote area located approximately 35 kilometers south of Gal'ad town in Galgudud region. According to Abdurrahman Yusuf Adala, the Deputy Minister of Information for Somalia, the joint forces successfully destroyed Al-Shabaab bases in the targeted area. The operation comes at a crucial time as the Somali government gears up to launch second phase of offensive, aiming to liberate all territories still held by Al-Shabaab. Earlier this year, a groundbreaking agreement was reached between Somalia and its neighboring countries, namely Djibouti, Ethiopia and Kenya. The agreement, known as Operation Black Lion, outlines a coordinated and robust military offensive against Al-Shabaab. The primary objective of this operation is not only to stabilize Somalia but also to secure the entire Horn of Africa. The summit that led to the agreement was hosted by Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and attended by heads of state of Kenya, Djibouti and Ethiopia. The participating nations recognized the urgent need to unite their efforts in combating Al-Shabaab insurgency and restoring peace and security to Somalia and its surrounding regions. With the destruction of Al-Shabaab bases and elimination of several fighters, the operation has dealt a significant blow to the group's operation capabilities. As the second phase of Operation Black Lion looms on the horizon, hopes are high that further progress will be made in liberating remaining territories under Al-Shabaab's control.
Major General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin Ado, the commander of the Somalia's National Army, has expressed uncertainty regarding the participation of frontline countries in the planned second phase of the military operations against the extremist group Al-Shabaab. Here's a full story. Major General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin Ado, the commander of the Somalia's National Army, has expressed uncertainty regarding the participation of frontline countries in the planned second phase of the military operations against the extremist group Al-Shabaab. In an interview with VOA Somali, Major General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin highlighted the absence of visible preparations by Ethiopia, Kenya and Djibouti, casting doubt on their immediate and direct involvement in Operation Black Lion. The Major voiced his uncertainty regarding the willingness of frontline countries to participate in the upcoming military operations against Al-Shabaab. He stated that no official communication has been received from these countries, indicating their continued participation. Additionally, he noted the absence of visible preparations which are typically conducted prior to launching an operation. While waiting for a decision from the frontline countries, he expressed doubts about their involvement in the current efforts. During the first phase of the military operations, Somali government forces supported by local clan militias made significant progress in reclaiming territory from Al-Shabaab militants and neutralizing hundreds of them. Major General Ibrahim reiterated the commitment of the Somali government to continue the fight against Al-Shabaab and liberate the country from their grip. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the participation of the frontline countries, he emphasized that anti-Al-Shabaab operations will persist. In February, President William Ruto of Kenya President Ismail Omar Geele of Djibouti and Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia held a meeting with Somalia President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud in Mogadishu. During the meeting, they reached an agreement to collaboratively plan and organize a robust operational search and destroy campaign against Al-Shabaab. The operation aimed to target key Al-Shabaab strongholds across South and Central Somalia. The three countries also contribute troops to the Africa Transition Mission in Somalia, ATMIS, an African Union-mandated peacekeeping force. A member of parliament from Somalia's Jubaland state finds himself spending a second night at the Mandera police station after being arrested at a bus checkpoint on Monday. Yusuf Mahmoud Gurhan was apprehended while allegedly in possession of Kenyan identity card acquired under false pretense, according to a charge sheet.
A member of parliament from Somalia's Jubaland state finds himself spending a second night at the Mandera police station after being arrested at a bus checkpoint. Yusuf Hussein Gurhan was apprehended while allegedly in possession of a Kenyan identity card acquired under false pretenses, according to a charge sheet. The charge sheet states that in 2016, Gurhan presented himself as a Kenyan citizen to the Registrar of Persons at the Ruka Division in Ijara Sub-County of Garissa County and intentionally obtained a Kenyan identity card bearing the name Yusuf Mohammed Gurhan, knowing it to be false. Gitari Mushira, the head of the Directorate of Investigations, revealed that despite a request for the release of the legislator from Somalia's Beled Hawa administration on a diplomatic grounds, Gurhan will be arraigned in court tomorrow. The Director of Criminal Investigations confirmed that receipt of a letter from the Deputy Commissioner in Beled Hawa expressing the desire of the suspect's release. As the case unfolds, the fate of MP Yusuf Mohammed Gurhan remains uncertain, and the court proceedings will shed light on the validity of the charges brought against him and the potential implications for the diplomatic relations between Kenya and Somalia.
President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud of the federal government of Somalia has announced the first phase of the war against Al-Shabaab militants was nearly complete. The president made this announcement during the 17th anniversary celebration at the Galmudug state, where he commended the local population for their unwavering support in the government's efforts to stabilize the country.
President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud of the federal government of Somalia announced that the first phase of the war against Al-Shabaab militants was nearly complete. The president made this announcement during the 17th anniversary celebration of Galmudug State, where he commended the local population for their unwavering support in the government's efforts to stabilize the country. While acknowledging that there may still be some areas in Hirshabelle and Galmudug states where Al-Shabaab militants continue to hide, President Hassan expressed confidence in the local residents' determination to eliminate them and reclaim their homeland. He further revealed that the Somali National Army, alongside local forces, was mobilizing to target these remaining militant strongholds with the objective of flushing them out. The president emphasized the government's commitment to fostering reconciliation among the Somali people, recognizing it as a vital step toward the country's development and the construction of a conflict-free nation. By promoting dialogue and understanding, the government aims to heal the wounds of the past and build a united Somalia. President Hassan also lauded the accomplishments of the cabinet, led by Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre. He specifically highlighted the successful passage of crucial legislations, such as the Debt Relief Bill, which he deemed essential for the country's development. This legislation will play a pivotal role in alleviating Somalia's financial burden and opening doors to economic growth and stability. As the government continues its operations, it's hoped that the eradication of Al-Shabaab from these regions will pave the way for further progress in the remaining states, ultimately leading to a peaceful and prosperous Somalia.
Lovely viewers, that's all we prepared for you tonight from our desk in Mogadishu. We wish to thank all those who made this news bulletin a success. Wherever you're tuning in from, have yourselves a lovely night.